not just any brownies. Well, I multiplied the recipe by 3.
Oh,
That's
no.
triple the double chocolate.
Oh, man.
Coolness. Well, I
That's
think we know someone who's
horrible.
not getting...
All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. This is Brandon coming to you with another reaction video. Today it's Drake and Josh. It's one that you all have been talking about for a while. It's called Football, and you see here in this random still frame, I guess this is the football team and the football coach, and I see Josh in a jersey. I'm wondering, does he try to join the team? I'm not sure what happens in this episode, but I'm guessing we're going to have some football action here, and that is very much a part of high school and middle school. Typically has a football team, and so I'm curious as to what angle the show takes on this subject. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you do enjoy my content, please click the button below to become a subscriber. It helps me to continue to produce content that you enjoy. Let's get into this episode. All right, here we go.
Valerie. Mandy.
What in the world?
Mandy, it's your lucky day. Excuse me, but would you by any chance be a cheerleader?
How'd you guess? Was it my pom-poms? My uniform?
Oh, you know, I didn't even notice that uniform.
And typically you wouldn't carry that stuff around with you. I've never seen that ever, where someone that was on the cheerleading team carry that stuff around like their equipment or whatever. But on game days, you do typically wear either the uniform or like a t-shirt or warm up, whatever the cheer coach says. Now, typically it does have to meet the school's dress code still, but you are typically allowed to wear your uniform. Similarly, the football team will typically wear like their jersey, or if they have a special t-shirt that they wear on game days, they'll typically do that at school.
Hey, brother, I gotta show you this really cool magic trick.
Not the time, Josh.
Not the time. It's always magic time. Hi, cheerleader. Hold a sec.
Josh, I was in the middle of...
Students and faculty,
Oh, no.
gather around to witness the amazing Josho make the egg of a chicken disappear.
And I see these staff members walk up, and Josh did say faculty also. They would never just stand there as a student screams that in the hall and just say, oh, okay, let me just stand here and watch. No, it would be, please don't scream in the hall, and why don't you go on to class? We're not just going to have a impromptu magic act right in the middle of the hallway.
First, I will cover the egg. Now,
What in
if
the
I can
world?
just get the magic word from my lovely assistant.
I don't know the magic word.
I was talking to Drake.
Fine, Josh Kazam.
1, 2,
What is this?
3.
Oh, no. Oh, that's gross.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's disgusting.
Good trick, Josh.
And by the way, since you did have a couple of teachers there, he could get in some trouble for that. I mean, this person didn't ask to have egg all over their hand, and it probably made a mess on the floor. There could be a little bit of consequences for Josh on that.
You made a cheerleader disappear.
But my trick worked perfectly at home.
It's not the point, Josh. Doing tricks at school, it's
what?
It's not cool.
And all this time, I thought I was the coolest.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
So how do I fix me?
Being cool, it's just an attitude, right? Here, check this out.
What in the world?
Hey, Drake, looking cool.
And what does he actually do? He leans up against the locker and has this little, I can't even do it, whatever look he had there. And that's supposed to be it. And he says it's just an attitude. And I guess that's true. I'm guessing the football team is going to come in here. And students do think this way sometimes and talk about this, about being cool, and they just want that so badly. It's not particularly good because sometimes it leads students to do things that they really should not be doing in order to be perceived in that way. And so I don't know what's going to happen here. I just hope that Josh doesn't do anything to hurt his reputation, because his reputation, even though I don't know what his popularity is like at school, but he does have a lot of good qualities, makes straight A's. People seem to like him. I did notice Drake is like standing in this broken egg. That's kind of disgusting too, but let's keep going.
You see?
Oh, yeah.
Now he's going to try it.
Watch me.
Oh, no. It's not working the same. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
This is gonna be harder than I thought.
And by the way, schools do paint the walls or do little touch-ups, but typically not in the middle of the school day, or at least they try not to for this very reason, because you don't want paint getting on people. Typically, stuff like that would be done like maybe right after school or on a day when school is not in session, so you don't have stuff like this happen.
Here, see that sign?
What? I'm already in the Spanish club. I happen to be treasurer and vice presidente.
What?
I was pointing at that sign.
Football tryouts? See. I don't know. I'm not really the football type.
But if you become the football type, that's the kind of thing that'll up your cool.
Oh man, I was afraid we were going in this direction. So there's nothing wrong with trying out for the school football team at all, but doing it solely for this reason, I don't agree with. It should be that, hey, I'm interested in athletics. I want to see what it's like. I've never played before, and I want to try out and see if I'm any good. All of those are good reasons for doing that. Just because you think it'll make you appear cool to other people is not a good reason for doing that. I'm curious as to how this is going to work out and if he's actually going to do it or not.
I do want my cool upped.
Oh, boy.
Josh.
I guess he's gonna do it. Oh boy.
How about painting on the weekends?
And that is typically what they do, or actually in my experience, they will wait until like 3 or 4 p.m. right after school and then do it, so that way the custodians are still on the clock and able to work. They don't typically come in on weekends, but they could do it before they leave for the day. A lot of custodians will stay until 4 or 5 o'clock, or I've had people that will come in later and stay till 7 o'clock p.m., and so they have time to do that when nobody's there, and then it has overnight to dry. Weekends, typically not, unless you're doing like a school-wide thing and the school district is paying them for that time, because the district does have to pay them for that. But yeah, painting it right during the school day is not a good decision.
First, I got tackled. Then I got trampled. And I'm pretty sure someone bit my ankle.
All right, so you didn't make the team.
Well, I made the team.
You
Okay.
did?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that he did go and try out, which, you know, good for him. He did talk about getting roughed up a little bit. I mean, yeah, football is kind of a contact sport, and we're talking about American football, of course. And yeah, it is a contact sport. That is exactly why typically you can't even try out before you have a physical exam and are cleared. Basically, you have a doctor say, hey, this person is healthy enough to do this kind of physical activity. You typically also have athletic trainers there that are trained to treat minor injuries or minor physical things that happen at practice. They have things like ice and different wraps, and I'm not an expert in it myself, but they are trained to help keep kids safe while they engage in this high level of physical activity.
Check it out. No way, that's so cool. Yeah, it is. My brother, you are looking at Bellevue High School football team's brand new equipment manager.
Oh boy.
Equipment
Oh
manager.
man. He's not impressed.
Josh, being the equipment manager isn't cool.
But I'm on the team.
No, you work for the team, which is uncool.
Well, okay, so I'm not an expert in this particular area, but in my experience, there are different helpers and, yes, managers that are sort of on the team. I mean, they're not athletes, but they're affiliated with the team. They go everywhere that the team goes. Now, the big difference is they don't play. They don't play football, or they're not on the field. They don't actually go out there and compete as far as like the roster, the team roster or the team lineup, but they are, in a sense, on the team. They're a participant. They're just helping helping in another way. They're not an athlete per se. They don't go out on the field and play, but they might do other things for the team in support. So are they on the team as far as the team's playing roster? No. Are they a member of the group? Yes, in a different capacity. It's sort of a weird gray area. Those people do typically get jerseys with a number on them or with their name on them. And so to the average person who doesn't know, seeing them in that jersey, they might sort of assume that they're on the team, but they don't ever play.
Well, if I'm so uncool, explain how I have this.
What?
A bag of dirty laundry?
The dirty laundry of football players.
Okay, so he's helping with laundry. And by the way, the coaches, depending on what arrangement they have, they do have to wash the uniforms. And different schools probably have different policies on this, whether the students are supposed to take it home and wash it, or the school does it, or maybe the athletic program has some sort of facility or washroom where they do that stuff. I have seen it done that way, where they have a washer and dryer at the school that they use for stuff like that. But sending it home with the equipment manager is not what happens. They don't send it home with one of the students to wash, because what if they lose it or whatever? And I don't know if I've heard the term equipment manager. I've heard the term manager plenty of times, which a manager on most high school athletic teams just mean a person who helps out doing whatever the coach wants them to do, anywhere from, yes, moving equipment and taking things on and off the bus, or if they have an equipment trailer, or things like filling up the water cooler, or helping bring water on and off the field during the game, or just running and getting anything that the coach happens to need. That is something that managers do.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Coach Davis. I posted the practice schedules.
And whoever did the casting here did a really good job. This is sort of the epitome of what a lot of football coaches look like.
And mowed the end zone. Anything else I could do?
Yeah, why don't you make some brownies?
What?
Why brownies?
Why not?
Okay. But don't you think football players should be snacking on something more nutritious?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to be the coach?
Okay, I have a few comments already. So a lot of athletic coaches that I have met, they do sort of have a little bit more of a tough demeanor. However, they are still responsible for their conduct. So there is a line that can't be crossed as far as how they speak to students. And they do sometimes get a little tough because they have to push students to work hard, etc. But they cannot cross the line when it comes to ethical behavior with students. And he's saying, oh, do you want to be coach? And Josh is recommending more nutritious snacks, which a lot of coaches do actually focus on that. They don't want players to be eating junk all the time, and they do have them eat certain things as far as their muscle mass and helping them to really bulk up. And something that's not going to be just sugar, and also hydration has become a really, really big deal. A lot of students that I have met at different schools, I don't know why they think that, oh, if I drink a lot of water like I'm supposed to, that means I'm not tough. Like I'm not tough if I need water. Everyone needs water. And so a lot of coaches in different places I've been have to really harp on their athletes about drinking enough water. But nutrition, yeah, that does come into play also. I've never heard a coach ask someone to make brownies. I've never heard that before.
Oh, no. I didn't mean anything.
No, seriously. Do you want to be the coach? Because I hate this job.
Oh, boy.
I wanted to be a singer. Look at me.
What?
Do I look like a singer? No! I look like a...
And I hope he's joking, because if he's not, he should not be saying this in front of his athletes. That's horrible.
man living a wasted life!
Oh, boy.
So brownies then?
Yeah, brownies are good.
All right, here we go.
Oh, hey, Drake, you got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
You know my older brother, Neil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he goes to San Diego State now, and his fraternity's throwing this huge party.
Oh, sounds cool.
Yeah, and I hear you have a band?
I like where this is going.
Do you think your band would want to play at the party?
Oh.
At a college party?
Yep. Gig pays $100.
Yeah, I think we can make it.
Sweet, huh?
Hey,
Oh,
brother!
boy.
No, not now.
What's up, fellas? Lady fella?
What's up?
I'll tell you what's up.
Oh, boy. Is he going to ruin this for him? I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
Football!
You're on the football team?
Well, actually...
Yes. Oh, yes. My brother Josh is definitely on the football team. In fact, go along, Josh. Now.
Like, get out.
yeah. I guess this equipment's not gonna manage itself.
Oh, no.
I see. You're the equipment manager.
Josh, I may need another neck rub.
Oh, yeah, no problem, bro. I'll just get you right out.
No, that does not happen. Neck massages, no. So, again, I've never heard of equipment manager so much, but manager, oh yes, all the time. And again, managers do whatever the coaches need them to do. Carrying around equipment, I mean, that could happen. Not typically during the school day. This looks like it's during the school day. That does not happen because the managers have classes to go to and they don't need to be carrying around stuff. Now, after school, absolutely. During practices, preparing for games, absolutely, they can carry around equipment. They do not give massages. That does not happen.
Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
I'm fine. Let's go, Mark.
Later.
Wait,
Oh,
what
boy.
about the college party?
A college party? I'm so there.
Yeah, I think it was canceled.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Making brownies for the football team.
Oh, that's cool, Josh. Maybe afterwards you can knit him some pretty sweaters.
and again, I've never heard of this. Most coaches are pretty particular about what their players eat. Now, can they force them to eat specific things? No, but the players know that it's for their own good, and it's kind of risky to just flat out disobey the coach in that area because they know that the coach controls whether they play or not. So if they see someone going around just eating sugar all day, that may have an influence. But here he's making brownies, which I've never heard of. Typically, the coach is going to want to see a lot more protein and water, and brownies, I'm sure, would not be part of it.
Not just any brownies. You know how Mom makes the double chocolate ones? Yeah. Well, I multiplied the recipe by 3.
Oh,
That's
no.
triple the double chocolate.
Oh, man.
Coolness.
Well, I
That's
think we know someone
horrible.
who's not getting one right out of the oven.
Dirt. He put dirt in it from the potted plant. I'm a little nervous here.
Hey, Mr. Equipment Manager. Trevor's waiting in his car. You want to ride home or not?
In a minute. I just gotta finish pumping up these footballs and then I'm gonna... Yeah, Coach Davis? What you need me to do?
What did you do?
What? What are you talking?
And by the way, pumping up footballs with air, yeah, that could be something a manager does. And I'm guessing the Brownies had something of a negative effect here. Let's see.
Your brownies. Look what they did.
Oh, no.
Did you do something to my brownies?
Oh, yeah, Josh. I live the Sabotage baked goods.
Coach, you better check on Witherspoon. He's really bad.
Witherspoon, are you all right?
Oh, no. Please don't throw
How
up.
many brownies did you eat?
17. And I think you're about to see him again.
Oh, no.
Somebody get this boy a bucket.
And there's no way he made that many brownies if that one kid ate 17 and the rest of the team had some too because they don't look too good either. He did not make that many, but okay.
That's it. No game tomorrow night. We're going to have to forfeit.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Coach Davis. We can't forfeit.
Would you take a look at Witherspoon? Ain't no way he's playing tomorrow night. And I got nobody else to play center.
Josh will play center.
Josh,
no.
who?
Josh, you. You'll be great and cool.
And dead. Lincoln is the toughest team in the state. They're animals. Animals!
You quit whining, Nichols.
Is he going to let him?
Your vomit brownies got us into this. And you're playing center tomorrow night.
Okay. Okay. So, again, this is not my area of expertise. However, Josh has never played football before. And he says that this other team, Lincoln, that they're going to play is the toughest team in the state, which teams are ranked that way as far as their wins and losses, and certain teams have different reputations about being a really good team or really, really weak team or whatever the case may be. People kind of know, yeah, this school's really good, this school's not so good, or this school used to be good, now they're not, or this team's getting better. And so if they have this kind of reputation, he's not just going to put Josh in. This is going nowhere good, I think.
No.
Okay, now I know the Lincoln team is bigger than you and clearly more talented than you.
Where's he going with this?
I want you kids to go out there and win this game. Why? Because if we make the playoffs, the principal promised me a used karaoke machine.
What?
And you guys know I wanted to be a singer, right? So I need this karaoke machine. I got nothing.
This is so crazy. I've never heard of anything like that. I don't know if some schools may offer some sort of incentives for making the playoffs or making different levels. And if you don't know what that means, typically schools play other schools that are of similar size to them as far as their total school enrollment, and they have different regions. If you have a good enough record or have enough wins compared to your other teams in your region, you can make the playoffs, meaning you play other teams in other regions and eventually have a state championship game. Again, not my area of expertise, but that's what he's talking about here. And so toward the end of the season, it will come down to one or two games. In other words, you'll know, hey, if we win this particular game and that particular game, then we make the playoffs. But they said earlier that Lincoln is the best school in the state or something like that, and Josh is playing football for the first time. I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
Hands in!
That was kind of weird.
1, 2, 3,
Okay. He's going to play, I guess.
Finally! Where have you been?
I couldn't find Zeke anywhere.
What in the world?
You are. Give him your jersey.
All right, so they're somehow going to have this janitor, which I did skip that part, but they're going to have him play in Drake's place. But the coach would be able to tell. Maybe the fans up in the stands may or may not be able to tell if he keeps his helmet on the whole entire time, but the coaches would know, the other students would know, and he would be found out really quick, almost instantly. I think this would not work in real life, but let's see what happens.
All right, you know what to do, right?
Going on the cob.
What?
You really think this is gonna work?
No.
Totally. Zeke plays, everyone thinks it's you, you're instantly cool.
Hey, where's Nichols?
Oh, get out there.
Play your heart out, Zeke. Make me look.
Right.
Oh, man.
Help!
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Shower.
Ah! Hey,
And he's much larger than Drake is, and he has glasses, and his face looks totally different. This would never work.
Zeke, the game?
Oh, boy.
Just run that way.
This reminds me of Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants a little bit.
I'll do it. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Corn on the cob?
I don't.
How is he, Doc? Can he play?
Doesn't look like it. He's got a pretty bad concussion. I should go notify his
that
parents.
him?
Okay, Doc.
This is so obviously not Drake. The coach would have noticed it immediately when he set foot on the field, and somehow he's right there in his face, and he still doesn't know it's him just because of the little front part of his helmet. You can tell who people are, especially if you know them well, even if they're wearing a helmet. It's not like it shields your entire face.
I gotta tell the refs we're gonna forfeit.
And I'm really confused. By the way, this guy that came out, I don't know if he was a doctor or an athletic trainer. You do typically have to have personnel like that, even paramedics on the field, that can tend to injuries. There have been serious injuries in football. Again, we're talking about American football. It is a full contact sport, and you can get yourself hurt. I have seen that myself before. But the coach here says that they have to forfeit just because one player is injured. You would never do that. You have a lot more players that hopefully you can draw from. You wouldn't just forfeit in the middle of a game because of an injury.
Zeke, are you okay? You all right?
Yeah. I got hit so hard. It's all coming back to me now.
What?
I'm Zeke Braxton. I'm a janitor.
What?
I'm a janitor.
Well, looks like I'm on.
What are you talking about?
If I don't play, we forfeit.
Who cares? You don't have to go out.
I was thinking it was all wrapped up, and Drake probably is too, because they got their goal, right? Everybody thinks that Josh actually played, which, again, that would never fool anybody, especially the coach and the other players. They would know it's not him immediately. Now, the fans, maybe. But now he says, I guess he heard him say that he forfeits if he doesn't go out there, which you wouldn't do that either. You would just pick someone else to play. That's at least better than forfeiting. You would only forfeit if you literally did not have the minimum number of players that was needed, which I don't see that happening. They had plenty of players in the locker room earlier.
Everybody already thinks you played. You're cool.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's about the team. I gotta play. Now, hurry, help me.
Yeah. Man, it's Lincoln. You're gonna get murdered out there.
Yeah, probably. I can't let my teammates and the whole school down. I gotta do this.
Okay.
Hey, you know what, Josh? You're pretty cool.
The coolest?
What? Okay,
ruin
just
it.
stop. Yeah, just stop.
Right.
Well, here goes nothing.
So bad.
Hey, if I don't come back.
Which I just thought of something, like the coach heard that doctor or athletic trainer, whoever he was, say, I forgot what he said, but he basically said he couldn't play. Like, there's no way that he's going to allow him back out there. There are very explicit rules here in Georgia, at least, and I know each state has their own as far as under what circumstances that players can actually return to play, and there's a very strict protocol for clearing students, especially when it comes to concussions, because I'm no expert, but I've heard that the second concussion is actually much worse. So there's a very, very strict guidance that has to be followed to the letter as far as evaluating a student for a concussion and allowing them to go back to play after a heavy hit like that. I don't know them by heart, but I do know that there's very strict rules about that, and you can't just go out there. Like, if Josh were to go out there and say, hey, I'm ready again, coach, he would not be able to just send him on the field.
Remember me as I was.
What?
Will do, brother.
What in the world? What?
You did it, Josh. You did it.
Awesome. What'd I do?
Yeah.
You scored the winning touchdown.
Which I find extremely hard to believe. He's never played before, and this is like a state champion team or something. I don't see that happening, but all right.
Wait, but I thought that guy from Lincoln tackled me.
He did, but he hit you so hard that he actually knocked you 20 yards into the end zone. You won the game.
What?
Here, kid, this is for you.
I get the game ball?
Heck yeah, you deserve it. Besides, a couple of your teeth are lodged in there. But the most important thing is, Josh, I'm getting me a used karaoke
That's
machine.
crazy.
You did great out there, man. You're a hero.
Hey, Drake, come here. Ta-da.
What?
Josh Kazam.
Oh, no. And that would actually be a really serious deal right there for him to just go unconscious, especially if he took some sort of heavy hit. I'm going to assume that the same doctor that evaluated the fake Josh before evaluated him already. This would be a pretty serious deal here. It wouldn't just be a kind of a funny moment. That would not be funny at all. Guess this is the end. All right, well, that's the episode. That one was a really good one. I enjoyed this one quite a bit more than the last one that I took a look at. This one was pretty good, though. I enjoyed all the different connections to some of the things that I've experienced in the past. I've never played football. I was not a coach, but I did get a lot of experience both as an administrator and as a band director dealing with football coaches, football players, going to games, and so I've seen a lot of this from the outside in. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. This one was really good. If you enjoyed it too, please subscribe to my channel if you're not currently subscribed so you don't miss my future content. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave it right here though. I'll hope to see you on the next video on School Principal Reacts. This has been Brandon. Thanks for watching.